Would you like to learn how to master your credit cards and utilize them to improve your spending, organize your business and personal finances, and pay zero fees? Join me as I show you how. My name is Lucas and welcome. Now today's video is near and dear to me for two reasons. First off, the vast majority of us don't know how to use a credit card, so we trap ourselves in an endless cycle of debt and fees, and I'd like to change that. Now, the second reason is the three-step process that I'm going to share with you today is a big part of the Big Split program. It's what I teach all of my clients, and I'm excited to share it with you. Did you know that the average American has 4 credit cards? That's a lot of accounts, balances, and due dates to keep track of, and all it really does is serve to make our finances much more complex than they need to be. Simply put, clutter creates confusion. So our goal today is to simplify and streamline your day-to-day interactions with your credit cards. Now we're going to go through 3 different steps. Step number 1, we'll create clarity. Step number 2, we will concentrate and focus our spending power. And in step number 3, we will leverage the power of consistency to improve our spending habits and never pay late fees again. The first step in mastering credit cards is to get rid of most of your credit cards. So I used to have 5. Well, mainly because I thought it would help my credit score and there was a bunch of sign-up bonuses, but I only used one of the cards. So how about you? How many credit cards do you currently have? I invite you to make a list and then ask yourself one simple question. Which reward is most important to you? For example, I used to have a credit card for hotel stays, another one for cash back, and one for flights, but the only thing I actually cared about were the flight rewards. So I closed the others and focused in on my flight rewards card. I invite you to do the same. If you're having a hard time wrapping your head around the idea, start with the cards that you haven't used in a while and close those first. And if you have a balance due, pay that off as quickly as you can and then close out the card. And if you're worried about affecting your credit score like I was, start slow. Close one card at a time and watch what happens to your score. If you like what you see, keep going. Remember, the goal is to reduce the amount of interactions you have with credit card companies, to reduce the overwhelm that you might be feeling, and to create clarity. And that brings us to step number 2. When we concentrate our spending to one card, we turbocharge our benefits as opposed to having multiple cards. So for example, I used to have cashback rewards that were barely noticeable. I never came even remotely close to earning a hotel stay, and if I was lucky, I'd get 1 flight a year. But since I closed the other cards and focus all of my spending on my flight rewards, I now get up to 5 flights a year. Plus, the other benefit to this is now all of my spending is organized to one place on one card. So it's so much easier to track my spending. Once you've picked a reward that's most beneficial to you, I want you to set up all of your expenses to be paid with that card. If you own a business and you'd like to simplify and organize your finances even further, set up one business credit card and one personal credit card. Trust me, your bookkeeper will love you. And here's a bonus tip. Have both your personal and business credit card earning the same rewards. So for example, I love racking up flights, so now both of my cards are with the same airline. Now, step 3 is all about consistency. You see, when we make one payment per month like they suggest, we stay poor while they get rich. So all we have to do is start making more consistent and frequent payments. I used to wait to the end of the month to make one payment, and that would really throw me off, especially when the mortgage was due. So I started to experiment. I started with 2 payments per month, and that was a little bit better. Then I bumped it up to 1 payment a week, and that was even better. But because I spend so much on my credit cards, I finally bumped it up to 2 payments per week, and that ended up being perfect for me. You see, by paying more often, our balance stays low. The smaller payments are much more manageable. We never pay interest or fees, and we're now more in tune with our spending. So let me show you how. I log in every Sunday night to set up payments for the week. Now, if I'm spending a lot of money, I will make a $200 payment every other day. And that way my balance always stays low. But if the money is tight, I'll pull back on my spending and I might make a $50 payment every few days or maybe even just once a week. Most of us have no accountability for our spending because we have no connection to it. But when you log in once a week and you're only spending on one card, you know exactly how much is in your accounts and how much you're spending each and every week. It's basically a form of budgeting without all of the nonsense that budgeting comes with. Plus, it's incredibly simple to do. I recommend starting with one payment per week and see how you feel. If you're spending a lot of money on your credit cards like I do, then bump it up to 2 payments per week. And if you don't use your credit card very often, then just do 1 to 3 payments per month or pay off the item as soon as you buy it. Experiment to see what works best for you. So let's recap. Step 1, create clarity by eliminating the unnecessary. Pick a credit card and reward that benefits you and close the rest. Step 2, concentrate all of your spending power to one reward. And step 3, make consistent and frequent payments to avoid debt and fees. Today's lesson is a tiny fraction of the Big Split program, so if you'd like to radically improve your finances in less than a week, comment the Big Split and I'll send you some info. Remember, credit cards are a money-making product for giant corporations and their business plan is really simple. The longer you take to pay, the more money they make. Follow their guidelines and stay trapped. But simplify your credit card experience and reap the rewards. As always, thank you so much for your time and energy. I'll see you in the next one.